it's kind of a unique situation here, right? I mean, you do still have your title, but you didn't get a victory tonight. I guess you're still kind of processing a little, but what's the emotion for you right now?
Well, I'm happy with my performance. I think I did. For me, it was 3-2. The second, fourth, and fifth were for me, but I'm not the judge, so yeah, I'm not the judge.
Yeah. She was frustrated because there was a 10-8 that made it a draw. Are you frustrated because round 4, right, didn't go your way with 2 of the judges? You thought that was yours. So are you frustrated with the scoring?
No, I'm not frustrated. I did an amazing job, and that's what I'm taking now.
Yeah. Did you, I mean, as you guys were scoring, you said, as you're not judge, it's not your job, but what did you think going into the 5th round? Did you think you were ahead? I needed this? What was the feeling?
Well, my coach said, hey, let's do this. This 5th round, we're going to make a statement, and that's what I did.
Yeah. How close do you think you were to finishing it there?
I was pretty close. I did an amazing knockdown. I was close in a few positions, to finish the fight and ground and pound, and I think I did a good fight.
I think 3 rounds I won, 2 rounds it maybe was her, but I feel that 10-8 in the 5th round, it's completely unfair. It was some illegal shots like knees in the 4th round. Unfortunately, it was like nothing to do with that, but I feel that it's against my personal rules that stop and complain, right? It's kind of like I every time was feeling hard position situation, I try to find the way to succeed, and that's why I didn't stop.
When you found out that the 5th round was scored at 10-8 by one judge, what was your immediate reaction? Because it's one thing for them to say, oh, there was a round that's 10-8, but to know it was the 5th round, which I think not many people in here would say that's a 10-8. What was your reaction to that?
I could not believe that it's happening, that 5th round it's 10-8. It was surprising for me, very surprising.
You mentioned your frustration with that 10-8 given to Lex on the 5th, and we all know judges are subject to criticism often in this game. From a fighter's perspective, is there something you'd like to see change in the way judging works with these fights?
I feel that to give at 10-8, you have to be very sure that it is 10-8, but it was not our case. It's kind of like was not even close to 10-8, and yeah, I hope it's gonna change, but I know many fighters go through the same frustration when it's kind of like that way, but you cannot do nothing. The official decision, it's official decision. As I mentioned, it's a draw, it's not a loss, but in my case, it's not a victory.
Mike Bell actually had it 10-8, that's his name, that's who scored at 10-8. Do you think that he needs to come out and publicly explain what happened, because a lot of people were confused?
Me gustaría que primero explica.
Yeah, it would be really nice to see, because actually we as fighters, I mean, we fight, and all of you see it. Isn't open to the public thing. It's there for everybody to see. Now, as far as the scoring, that's they scored, and you don't see it. It's a private thing. So yeah, I would actually like that to happen, some sort of explanation. I think it was a 3-2. That's what I feel would be the most fair result. As I said, there's a 10-8 in the 5th round, a 10-8 in and of itself, and a 10-8 in the 5th round. It's impossible. I just don't think that that's a place for that.
I mean, she did have an injured hand that she said she hurt in the 1st round, so she doesn't know when she's going to fight. But what do you think? I mean, does a trilogy need to happen, whether it be next or some point down the road, or do you care if this gets resolved?
It's an interesting question. I wouldn't like to stop the division. There's a lot of girls fighting a lot, to have this opportunity like I did. So I wouldn't like to stop it. But whatever the UFC says, I'm in.
And obviously, Aaron Blanchfield, Manon Farrow are the 2 contenders. Would you like to fight them next, or would you like them to fight each other so that you get the winner of that? Or and if you do want to fight them, who's the one that you would like to fight?
Well, I'm really happy. They are both doing amazing. I have to talk with my coaches, with my manager, and also with the UFC. But definitely, I would like to fight with a new contender if that's the next step. And yeah, it's gonna be an amazing fight.
Do you think this is the last you see of Valentina, or do you feel like you're gonna come across her at some point in the future again?
Well, I don't know. It all depends of the UFC. If they want a trilogy, let's do this. If not, I would like to give an opportunity for another girl. I know how it is to be fighting all the time. To wait for your spot, and I wouldn't like to stop just the division. But whatever the UFC says.
Yeah, but if it was up to you, do you prefer a fresh matchup or a trilogy with Valentina?
I don't know. I just fought. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight right now. But I don't know. Whatever the UFC says, I'm always up forever, and any challenge they put on me.
I'm different, so I have a potential to be a superstar, break all these records. So I'm blessed with. I'm just being myself, and I'm blessed that I am the way I am, and I know I have potential to become one of the biggest superstars of the company.
When you say you want to break all these records, are there any specific that you have like in your sight that you really do want to break?
I just gotta live day by day, focus on one goal, and then go after another. Right now, it's just come back, have another amazing performance, climb up the ladder, and go from there.
¿Qué tranza, mi Dani? ¿Por qué tan contento? 50 years, baby! Yeah! 50 years!
So first meeting between these two women at UFC 285 ended with a face crank in round 4 as Alexa Grasso ended the reign of Shevchenko that included 7 title defenses. And now we'll see who did enough to win the rematch with the decision. Here's Bruce.